We're here for a competency hearing, Your Honor. We've received a copy of the report.
You did?
Doesn't look like the court has.
I have not.
I could forward it to your staff if you'd like.
Okay. Do you have a copy with you or? Yeah. What does it indicate?
I can give him mine.
It indicates that Mr. Bloom is competent, and I would be stipulating to the report.
I do need a report. I do need a copy of it because I have to review it before making a finding. Presuming that is going to be the finding, and I'll wait so I can at least review it. What are we going to do on this case?
Right now, Your Honor, we're going to be asking for an adjournment of 2 weeks. There are certain discovery requests. We've reviewed the police report. It's that there are copies of reports from 5 or 6 different correctional officers that were not attached to the police report, as well as a written statement from the main complainant, which states that it's been attached, but it hasn't been attached. And we're also going to be asking for body cam videos from Sergeant Craig that states would be part of the discovery, but we don't have that yet, Your Honor. So I think 2 weeks should be able to.
Here's where the cracks in the system start to show. The defense isn't asking for favors. They're asking for basic discovery. Police reports, officer statements, and body cam footage that should have been provided months ago. Without these, how can a fair defense even exist? And notice how Bloom jumps in. He's not just frustrated, he's furious. To him, this isn't a delay. It's a denial of his rights. Now, let me ask you, if crucial evidence in your case went missing, would you trust the process to treat you fairly? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is the kind of breakdown that can change trials.
Yeah. And Mr. Bloom would like to make a statement to the court as well, Your Honor.
No, this never goes well.
Good morning. Good morning. Your Honor, do you remember you blatantly ordered the public defender's office to give me these copies of these officers' reports and these? Look how long it's been, and it's still.
I don't know whether or not. I don't have a note that I did that. I don't recall that.
Okay, well, it's been since October, and they've failed to provide any of this information. Your Honor, if I might put something on the record regarding this case, not to deal with the case, but to deal with me having very little sleep due to a highly painful tooth that I'm being refused care for by the WellPath dentist, same staff who are falsely accusing me of battery on Rocky, a WellPath nurse. I've written multiple kites on 1 page, no paper trail kites. There's no proof that I've even written a kite. So I've gotten no response, but I've had a Midnight Sergeant Christopher D come tell me that I'm being denied dental treatment because of, get this, security issues. These same people who have falsely accused me of injuring them have even denied me Tylenol or Motrin for several days in a row. And all correction staff are indifferent to any requests for help. And the lieutenant over healthcare, Lieutenant Thomas Arnett, whose staff say he and Cindy DeBue are an item, well, he has even gone as far as to manipulate my phone and spread a blatant lie stating no one wants to have contact with me. My mother, father, no one. I've proven this to be a lie, Your Honor, but he is also over the phone system. So yeah, he refuses to answer as to who in fact has told him they want no contact. I've been denied even basic human necessities for over a year, Your Honor, and several COs have told me they don't understand it and will testify for me in court. But Lieutenant Arnett, along with his people, will use any means to justify their malevolent actions, saying I don't accept responsibility for my actions and behaviors. Even when I'm denied Tylenol for days with excruciating dental pain, WellPath has stopped me from taking Parkinson's meds and other meds because they've tried to give me the wrong meds 5 times, Your Honor, in the past year. 2 sergeants threw away this evidence, and Sergeant Cena Justice even had a major misconduct written on me because all I wanted from her was documentation that this happened. Okay, I've got an officer that will testify to that also. I have evidence to support to all I claim, Your Honor. If someone is seeing this, a civil attorney or anyone who can help me, please be sure to contact me and not be deceived or manipulated by jail staff or WellPath.
Bloom's outburst is unlike anything we usually hear in a competency hearing. He's not just challenging the charges, he's describing life inside the jail as if it's a war zone. Pain ignored, medicine withheld, officers accused of manipulation. It's raw and emotional, but here's the legal catch. None of it changes whether he's legally competent. The law only cares if he understands the process and can assist his lawyer. So even if every word he said is true, the court's narrow. Lens means the ruling will likely stay the same. And that's the brutal truth of this hearing.
Report. And the parties are stipulating to the report. And based upon that report, the court would find that the defendant is competent to stand trial, specifically that the defendant can understand the nature and objects of the proceedings against him and can rationally assist in his defense. Therefore, the defendant is deemed competent. Mr. President, I need an order sent to the court for my signature.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then we'll adjourn this matter out to February 21st, 2024 at 9 a.m. And hopefully we'll have.
So then, Mr. Lester, what is it that you would like to say?
Every time I try to say something, I was getting cut off, and not to be disrespectful, but it seemed like my Constitution and my civil rights are just being ran through. And it seemed like when I was trying to intervene to try to catch myself to make sure that I was being heard, it seemed like if I didn't say something at that time, I wasn't going to be heard. That's just any conversation between two men. That's usually how it goes. No disrespect to your cloth, your jurist, or anything to that nature, but I just wanted to make sure that I was being heard for the court of record, because it seemed like anytime I went to say anything else, I was being cut off. It started all the way down from Mr. Morgan, and I still feel like that my back is against the wall. I've addressed those so many times that's what I was arrested for, and it's just like I'm not being heard. I'm not being heard, and I'm looking to you for some type of guidance, but then it seems like I'm being like double teamed from you and the prosecutor's office. I'm being held for something that I did over 30 years ago, 20 years ago. I haven't been in any trouble. I don't like being in this. I don't like it at all. I can't stand it. I'm around kids now. I can't stand how they look at this. I hate every bit of it. And I just got assaulted yesterday, and to make it so bad, they put us all back in the same block, and I got assaulted. I don't get this. I have no patience for this anymore. And as far as the habitual go, well, you already know that, as far as that goes, the language from Michigan and Ohio is totally different. And I always thought that had to be a pattern, and I don't have a pattern. This was something that happened in 91. The last time I got in any kind of trouble was in 2000. That's over 23 years ago. And under Michigan's rules, I just read it just not too long ago, that they had an automatic expungement after 10 years. So I'm still trying to figure out why I'm being hit with these habituals like I'm some type of, I stay in trouble all the time. I've done more in this community than anybody has ever been, that I've ever done anywhere else. I'm helping at shelters. I'm doing what I can. I helped at the women's shelters. It's not like I'm just sitting around and thumbing around getting in trouble. I'm not like that. I've been trying to help people. I'm not Jesus or anybody trying to save anybody, but I'm trying to be mindful of my fellow human being. That's all I'm trying to do. But I'm tired, man. I've lost everything in the past 6 months. It feels good to say that I'm a government contractor after coming where I come from, because I'm not from here. And I was being told by Ohio that I need to come take care of this. But I didn't want to come in that courtroom without me having some type of foundation to establish myself. I wasn't trying to duck these tickets. And that's what they're trying to make it seem like. And they're trying to make it seem like I was getting in trouble on top of it. And I wasn't. I was assaulted by 2 of the police officers. My finger was busted wide back open. I was stabbed. And that officer knew prior to that. This was what they all ensuing, and nobody seems like they even care. I've been asking for the August 2nd body cams, and I'm not getting anywhere.
Lester's voice hits you differently. Unlike Bloom's fiery accusations, Lester is weary, broken down by decades of mistakes, old convictions, and a system that never seems to forget. He talks about expungement laws, community service, even being proud of building a better life. And yet the shadow of his past keeps dragging him back into court. This is where courtroom drama cuts to the bone. Is Lester a man being unfairly punished for old wounds, or is the state simply holding him accountable? What do you think? Should decades-old charges still weigh this heavily, or should the past be left in the past?
Thank you, Your Honor, for giving him an opportunity to speak to the court. I'm looking into these things that Mr. Fain is concerned about, and I will be going back over to meet with him to discuss it further. I just wanted him to have a chance today to establish a little trust in the court that you will hear him when he works within the boundaries in the court.
Have previously stated in other court hearings my reasons and rationales for the decisions that I've made in this case, and I would stand on those. So we can conclude the pretrial in this matter. Mr. Lester, you can let the officer that's with you know that you are done with court for today.
I'm gonna do a breakout session before I go with Mrs. Hennigan before I go. I need to talk to her real fast. Because I'm still, I ain't got no
Your Honor,
choice.
is the court able to accommodate that? If not, I can go over.
And there it is. The gavel comes down. The hearing ends, but the wait lingers. Two men, Bloom and Lester, both pleading to be seen as more than defendants. One fiery, one weary, both desperate to be heard. Yet the court's response remains procedural, almost cold. Competence established, date set, case continues. This is the clash at the heart of so many courtrooms. Human suffering on one side, legal machinery on the other. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. Because trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.